across America with Mega Jackpots. It's Mega Millions.
Good evening, I'm Carol Blackman. It's Friday, December 31st, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $58 million. To win the jackpot, all you have to do is match all 5 white balls plus the Mega Ball. Our first number tonight is 47. Up next is 10. That's followed by 51. Then we have 45. And then 14. Time now for the Mega Ball. The Mega Ball number is 20. Your winning numbers again are 47, 10, 51, 45, 14, and the Mega Ball is 20. Now, if no one matches all 6 numbers, Tuesday's jackpot could be $67 million. Good luck.
Tonight, the desperate race against time to save the survivors of the killer whale waves in South Asia. This as the U.S. steps up its response. Plus, the countdown to 2005. We're in Times Square with about 1 million of your closest friends. Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. Liz has the night off. Millions of Americans watching what's happening in Times Square, watching a 1,000-pound geodesic sphere made of Waterford crystal finish its 77-foot descent in less than an hour, signaling the beginning of a new year. Hundreds of thousands jamming Times Square, celebrating life, and with the South Asia tragedy as backdrop, hoping for a safer and healthy new year. Eyewitness News reporter Andy Field is down there for us. Andy?
Well, yeah, as you can see, the mayor is walking right in front of me here. There's a lot of... hello, Mayor. That's Mayor. Thank you very much. Mayor's saying Happy New Year. We have Secretary Colin Powell to my right. A lot of star power here. No matter where you're partying tonight, however, there is no place like being right here in Times Square on New Year's Eve. Pop star Lindsay Lohan rocking the crowd in Times Square. Scores of celebrities and politicians joining her for New York City's biggest annual party.
We just wanted to really start the year off right.
It's something you don't get a chance to do every day.
They come here from every corner of the earth, and some from just across the river.
I live in New Jersey. I'm coming from Washington, D.C. Yeah, it's my first year here. It's wonderful, amazing.
Bomb-sniffing dogs and officers lugging anti-terror equipment combing every inch of the square during the night. No liquor, no backpacks, multiple checkpoints, some of the tightest security ever.
The NYPD has been working very hard to make sure that everybody is going to have a good time, be safe, and respectful of the people standing next to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Everybody! Just off Times Square in the much quieter Sophia's restaurant, a Maryland family celebrating their daughter's birthday and giving her a breathtaking hotel room view.
It's my 21st birthday. This is my present, and here's my view of the ball.
The view's price tag, $1,500 a night. For anyone who's never been here, this is a dream New Year's Eve party. One man came all the way from Vietnam to celebrate.
This is the first time I'm in New York City, so I love it. That's my dreaming, you know.
And we're back live in Times Square. Amazing celebration here tonight. They're estimating 1 million people cramming into the Times Square here. There was a somber moment earlier today, a moment of silence for the people who've died in Iraq and for the devastation from the tsunami this week alone. But we're just about less than an hour away from the new year. We're live in Times Square. Andy Field at Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
56 minutes. In fact, Andy, thank you. Half a mile from Times Square. A scary and tense scene tonight. A man with a rifle inside an office building near Penn Station. Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Begay near Penn Station with details for us. Jeff?
Yeah, Bill, you said it. With Times Square up the street, revelers all over the place tonight. It was a little tense out here with a gunman in the building behind me. Police tell me they're still trying to figure out what the suspect planned to use that loaded rifle for. He was arrested at about 6:30 tonight. Police tell us he was taken into custody without incident. He's a contractor who works in the building. He's 41 years old. Police say emergency service officers responded to the scene. 34th Street between 8th and 7th Avenues sealed off to traffic and pedestrians. What did police tell you?
They said that there was a person with a gun They weren't specific about the kind of a gun, and he was on a roof of a building around 34th Street.
Again, no injuries here. Charges are pending, according to police. Sources are also telling us that the suspect was distraught over a recent separation from his wife. We're live in Midtown. Jeff Pegues, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Elsewhere in Manhattan, this was a night of protest. Hundreds of bicyclists taking to the streets and adding a bit to the congestion of this New Year's Eve. Bike riders from the environmental group known as Critical Mass cycling through Midtown at the same time as tens of thousands of revelers were trying to make their way to Times Square. The activists were warned by police to obey traffic laws. For the most part, they did. Cops say just one rider was arrested. Now, the latest on the tsunamis in South Asia, and the United Nations estimating tonight that the death toll stands now at 150,000. That's Yankee Stadium filled 2.5 times and then wiped out. Among the dead, 15 Americans, although thousands more are still unaccounted for. And the Bush administration upping the U.S. contribution to the relief effort now at $350 million. Countries around the world have now given $1.2 billion to a relief effort that is just now beginning.
Relief workers have just now begun reaching the hardest hit and hardest to get to areas of Indonesia. Planes loaded with both supplies and body bags, landing for the first time in the devastated city of Banda Aceh, where 80% of the buildings were wiped out and survivors are struggling to hold on. UN Secretary General Kofi Annan today making an emergency appeal to the world to help out in the enormous aid and distribution effort.
We need helicopters, we need airlift, we need to have staging stations. The initial phase it's a race against time.
Also today, stung by criticism that it hadn't chipped in enough money, the Bush administration increasing its tsunami relief aid tenfold. Secretary of State Colin Powell defended the timing.
We had to wait and see what those needs were. I'm not sure 350 is the end number. It's the number that we've settled on for now.
It's a good 15, 20 feet tall. Easy.
And dramatic new home video from Thailand tonight shows Sunday's giant waves building on the horizon just before crashing onto Patong Beach.
Meanwhile, the humanitarian effort also very much alive here in the tri-state. Volunteers busy this week staffing the American Red Cross phone bank on the Upper West Side. Now, the largest number of donations is from the internet, from online contributions. So far, the UNICEF website has collected $12 million in donations from people here and around the world. And in northern New Jersey, a group of Girl Scouts also trying to help out. They collected cash donations outside a supermarket in Ramsey today. Scouts have a special interest in this cause because one of the troop members has family in Sri Lanka. Ramsey's rescue unit has also set up collection canisters in local stores to help victims. And a reminder, as we've been telling you all week, the State Department has set up a hotline for families looking for missing relatives. That number on your screen, 888-407-4747. You can get that number anytime and other helpful websites by going to 7online.com. Also on our website, we have information on how to help the victims. The mystery of who's shining a green laser light at a local pilot brings cops to a neighborhood in New Jersey. The story when we come back in 60 seconds.
It's Hyundai's year-end bonus event, where you can get up to $4,000 cash back or 0% APR in select models. Save big on the popular Elantra, winner of Strategic Vision's 2004 Total Quality Award. It's that dedication to quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. So hurry and get your year-end bonus, up to $4,000 cash back or 0% APR through January 3rd at Hyundai. During Hyundai's year-end bonus event, get up to $4,000 cash back or 0% APR.
At Weight Watchers, my meeting leader always says, Chantal, don't think about what you're giving up. Think about what you really want. Well, this is it.
Now it's easier to make the positive changes you want with Weight Watchers' new turnaround program. There's a choice of 2 plans, our flexible points plan or our new no counting plan. Discover what works best for you. Call, click, or stop by now while registration's free. Turn to Weight Watchers
and watch yourself change.
Federal and state authorities tonight questioning a possible suspect in the laser blinding of an airplane pilot coming in for a landing at Teterboro Airport this week. It was one of 7 laser incidents in the U.S. in the past week. Cops converged in the town of Parsippany, that's 19 miles west of Teterboro. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Charles Perez.
A New Jersey home under the spotlight tonight after authorities detect what they say was a laser beam aimed upward, possibly meant for incoming aircraft. A New Jersey police helicopter honed in on the beam, tracking it to a Parsippany, New Jersey neighborhood.
Right now, we're just assisting the FBI in reference to a police investigation.
The incident comes after a series of reports of laser beams aimed at the cockpits of planes in flight. 7 incidents since Christmas, stretching from here to Salt Lake City. The most recent on Wednesday with a flight approaching Teterboro Airport. Though no arrests were made in tonight's investigation, neighbors just grateful authorities aren't taking any chances.
I'm very glad they're on the ball, yeah. You know.
Okay, you think this is a good thing?
Sure is.
Why?
Because anything can happen. Nobody would know.
You'd rather they be safe than sorry?
Yes. Yep, very much.
And as you just heard, in a post-9/11 world, on a night as significant as New Year's Eve, folks around here would rather authorities play it safe than sorry. In Parsippany, New Jersey, I'm Charles Perez, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
And as we continue on this New Year's Eve, think before you dial. We'll tell you why using your cell phone when you drive could now cost you your license.
And Bill, a little bit more than Regis is rocking in Times Square this New Year's Eve. The temperature's rocking as well at 52 degrees. We'll talk about that in your AccuWeather forecast, but first, holiday greetings from our troops overseas.
Hi, my name is Sasha Santiago, stationed here in Balad, Iraq. I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to my father in New York, Long Island, New York, my sister, and all my family in Texas. I love you, I miss you, and I'll be home soon.
The Chevy Holiday Red Tag Sale. Your participating local Chevy dealer has red tagged select vehicles with incredible deals. Get big cash back with GMAC financing on select red tag vehicles. Hurry, offer ends January 3rd. The Chevy Holiday Red Tag Sale. See red, save green. See your local Chevy dealer. Hurry, ends January 3rd.
It's amazing how quickly they go from elementary school to middle school to high school. When the bell rings for college, will you be ready? Now's the time to invest in New York's 529 College Savings Program Direct Plan. You'll get a New York State income tax deduction of up to $10,000 a year and qualified withdrawals that are exempt from federal and New York State taxes. Open your account at nysaves.org by December 31st to get your deduction. They'll be ready before you know it. New York will help make sure you are too.
Bright lights and massive signs have always been a signature of Times Square. Known as the Wonder World of Lights, these flashy and dazzling array of signs have been known to transform night into day. Toyota and Verizon celebrate the 100th anniversary of Times Square.
It's big, it's here, and it's better than ever. Toyotathon 05. This once-a-year event is on, with a big selection and great values on your favorite Toyota cars. It's your last chance of the year to get a new 2005 Camry with 1.9% financing, or get $500 cash back, where you can lease a Camry for just $199 a month with 36 months. That's 3 great ways to save on one great vehicle. Toyotathon 05. Quality, selection, value. Now that's moving you forward.
Got a holiday gift card in 2004? Monday at 5, Eyewitness News reveals what you should know before you cash in and shop in 2005. Plus, ring out the old year with an engagement ring, ring in your new life with more money. Eyewitness News shares wedding planners' best cost-cutting tips. It all starts Monday at 5 right here on ABC-7.
Superstar Tom Cruise and golf great Tiger Woods, plus Gavin DeGraw performs on the next Live.
Watch live
Monday morning at 9.
This is Eyewitness News, proud to support the Protect Our Children campaign. Have you seen Meili? ABC-7 and Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Bar urge you to protect our children.
Here we go, here we go.
You have about 45 minutes to get down to Times Square. Take public transportation. Unless you're close, though, I don't think you're going to get there. You can watch the ball drop right here on Channel 7, though, right at midnight as we continue with Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve with Regis Philbin. 52 degrees down there. It's drawn, we're told, close to 1 million people. Colin Powell apparently will push the button to actually get that Waterford crystal ball to descend down that 77-foot pole. We'll return to Times Square later in the broadcast. If you drive on Long Island and if you use your cell phone while you do it, we have a warning for you tonight, because beginning tomorrow, if you're caught driving with a handheld cell phone, not only will you pay more money in fines, but you could also lose your license. Here's Long Island reporter Lauren DeFranco.
I'm behind somebody every day who's talking on the cell phone.
Does it annoy you?
Yeah, it does, because they're not paying attention to driving. And, you know, they're slowing me down from where I need to be.
Ken Fisher says not a day goes by without seeing it. A driver holding a cell phone, oblivious to the world around him, not to mention breaking the law. But if you're one of the many who do it, you might want to think about using a hands-free device. That's because effective January 1st, fines are going up from $75 to $150.
I think it's good. I think it's unsafe for people to be talking and driving.
Sergeant Daniel Collins is a highway patrol officer here in Nassau County. He says it's a tough law to enforce, and more drivers need a deterrent.
People have one hand on the wheel, then they're looking around. They find themselves dialing the phone, weaving out of the lane, and it's very dangerous.
In fact, some lawmakers believe increasing fines won't be enough. Right now, there's a proposal in the state assembly to crack down on repeat violators by adding 3 points on your license.
I don't have a problem with it.
You don't?
People shouldn't be driving and talk on cell phones.
Why do you say that?
But I just encountered somebody before was on a cell phone. They weren't paying attention.
The unpleasant combination of stiffer fines and penalties just might cut down on the number of people breaking the law. And remember, after the new year, if you're caught driving with one of these up to your ear, it will cost you. In Carl Place, Lauren DeFranco, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
We want to return quickly to Andy Field at Times Square because Mr. Field just talked to one Mr. Colin Powell. Andy?
Well, Bill, Colin Powell's here to push the button that will drop the ball this year. He's here as a ceremonial guest of honor. One of the things many New Yorkers may not realize is that Secretary Powell is also a New Yorker. This is the first time he's been right here in Times Square live for the New Year's celebration.
Delighted to be here. I'm a New Yorker. Good to be home for New Year's Eve.
In New York, right?
Born and raised. Born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx.
Did you ever come and see this in person when you were a kid?
We always had a big family party at home on New Year's Eve. With all the relatives together, and we'd watch it on television. This is the first time I've ever seen it live, and to have the opportunity on this 100th anniversary to push the button along with Mayor Bloomberg and lower the ball is pretty exciting.
It's very exciting to be here in person, too. We'll be right here up till midnight on the countdown. Bill?
Okay, Andy, thank you. Mr. Powell, of course, this weekend heading to South Asia to assess the damage there. 52 degrees, what is this?
So much better than
March,
standing in the
April?
snow and ice and rain, and now everybody can kind of hang out and enjoy it for a while. No bathrooms. I keep going back to that point. These people have been out there.
Doesn't it?
It really does, because it's like 9 hours, 10 hours.
We got to hold it in.
Okay, Happy New Year. Let's walk over to the wall. We'll show you exactly what it looks like outside outdoors. Are we going to take a Times Square shot? I really think we should. Yeah, take a look at that out there. It's a little more crowded than normal. Yeah, maybe just a little. And our skies are dry, and it looks like we're going to hold at the 53, 52 degree mark for the next hour or so. So that should be the kickoff temperature. How do we know? Well, it says so right there. 52 degrees, New Year's Eve, breezy and mild. The idea was that 1 or 2 sprinkles that moved by earlier this afternoon should not be a problem. Now they're completely out of the way. AccuTrack is dry. This warm air holds. There's a bit of cold air that's dropping out of Canada, wants to drop out of Canada, but isn't yet. We're waiting to see what unlocks it to drop it in. Looks like we can hold on to the warmer temperatures, or at least milder temperatures, not as warm as tomorrow, but mild for the next couple of days. In the first part of next week, we may even hold off that cold air past that. 53 degrees outside, relative humidity at about 63, and 53 outside the studio doors, 52 in Times Square. Southwestern winds at about 6 to 15 miles per hour. 53 is the high temperature today. We got a bit above that high temperature and right around it, and then dropped below it, came up again, never left it. 38, 46 degrees in the Hudson Valley, looking at about 44 in Newark, 45 toward Islip. That's the way you wake up on the first day of the new year. 46 degrees for the temperature in Central Park. But don't make any wild assumptions out of this mild start. Remember last year, we were mild that first week of January, and then, yeah, we found that cold air and didn't get rid of it forever. 57, 58 degrees in the Hudson Valley. Looks like about 60 degrees in Central Park. 61. Now, 62 is the record, and we're going to be very close to it. We're certainly forecasting 2 degrees below that. so we can get there. 60 degrees, sunny and warmer, and it looks like a good amount of sunshine. There will be some clouds in the sky tomorrow because we're so close to that frontal boundary, but the sunshine wins, and you'll say it's a pretty good-looking day. All across the nation, if you're keeping an eye on loved ones, there's just one big line of thunderstorms down into the deep south, all the way through Texas, probably Arkansas as well. And then there's several impulses of low pressure that are dragging some more moisture. That means some rain for the northwest, all the way in the northern California coastline. Also, a good part of heavier snow kicks in across the northern mountains. Here's a look at your forecast, 7 o'clock in the morning. Clouds and sun, it's a mild start at 46 degrees for the rest of the day. We're still saying 60. We think we're going to get there, much warmer than it has been. And remember, 62 is the record. Turning partly cloudy and a little bit cooler by tomorrow night, 36 degrees. Some cool air will try to drop in, but you can't call it cold because normal, remember, is about 39 or 40 degrees, and even Sunday's cooler temperatures are 44. Happy New Year's, everyone. Enjoy.
You too, Sam. All right. Coming up next, the New Year's baby that couldn't wait to be born. But first, let's take a look at tonight's winning New York lottery numbers. And in case you happen to be in Times Square and missed it, here's another look at the winning Mega Millions numbers. And for those of you holding New Jersey tickets, here are your winning lottery numbers. And now, the last live drawing of Take 5 for the year. Oh. Yeah, gotta say.
Good evening, I'm Kevin Logie. Welcome to Friday, December 31st, Take 5 drawing, being observed by an auditor from KPMG. Tonight's winning Take 5 numbers are 28, 23, 17, 14, and 31. Good luck, everyone. Have a happy New Year.
Electronic four-wheel drive. Vehicle stability assist with traction control. And an available navigation system with off-road tracking. The 265 horsepower Acura MDX. Its heart's in the right place, even if you're not.
On your mark. Get set. Save.
Circuit City's after-holiday clearance sale is going on now, with huge savings on the biggest brands throughout the store. Get up to 10% off all digital TVs, $6.99 and up. Find sale and clearance prices on digital cameras and digital camcorders. Plus, all car electronics are on sale. Don't miss the huge savings in every department at Circuit City's after-holiday clearance sale.
Closed captioning provided by your Lexus dealers.
I got Verizon's DSL instead of Optimum Online.
And I'm so glad I did. It's $29.95 a month for Verizon.
They doubled the speed, and the price stayed the same.
Verizon DSL is so fast, it's like lightning.
The DSL thing has got me flying.
Verizon Online DSL is now faster than ever, and it includes all the great features of MSN Premium, something you don't get with Optimum Online. It's still just $29.95 a month when you sign up for 1 year.
I had a lot of choices, but I went with Verizon DSL.
Verizon.
Tonight, turning the tables on an armed robber in the desert of Southern California. 2 convenience store clerks in Desert Hot Springs working over a man trying to demand money at gunpoint. One of the clerks beating the would-be robber with a .22 caliber rifle that he tried to use for the stick-up. The impact breaking the rifle in half. The whole thing caught on tape, but a pair of worthy footnotes to this. The suspect got away, but without any cash, and the convenience store is located directly across the street from a police station. Speaking of police, farewells today to multi-talented actor and quintessential New Yorker Jerry Orbach. The funeral for Orbach's family and close friends today on the Upper West Side. He was 69 when he died on Wednesday after a battle with prostate cancer. His 6-decade career found him on Broadway, in the movies, and on television, of course, including 12 years as a cop in the series Law & Order. Orbach is survived by his mother, his wife, and 2 sons. There's a special delivery for a pregnant woman today. She was rushing to the hospital, but she didn't make it. She gave birth in her car. Colette David and her husband, Roylston, from Queens, were on their way to the hospital when they stopped to pick up his sister, who happens to be a nurse. Roylston stepped out of the car, and that's when the baby decided that she couldn't wait any longer.
While I was ringing my sister's doorbell, hey, baby, guess my wife delivered herself.
Mom in the car, and the baby was there, so we just wanted to make sure everybody was doing good.
Baby girl was 19 inches long and weighed in at 7 pounds, 7 ounces. We're told Mom, Dad, and the baby are all doing well. Marvell Scott delivering some sports.
All right, the Yankees are closing out another busy year of off-season moves. Coming up on Eyewitness News, first baseman Tino Martinez returns for another stint in the Bronx. Good to have him back. Plus, we'll rehash the most memorable moments from the year gone by. Details next for you in sports.
Excuse me? I'm ready for my test drive. I brought my own course.
It's Mazda's Drive-In the New Year sales event. Get up to $4,000 cash back or 0.0% APR limited term financing on a huge selection of Mazdas. That's up to $4,000 cash back or 0% limited term financing. It all ends January 3rd. Get to your Mazda dealer for a test drive now.
It's Macy's New Year's sale. Jewelry 30 to 50% plus an extra 15% off selections. Cashmere sweaters for her $49.99. Men's sportswear, outerwear an extra 15% off. Clearance housewares, tabletop, bed and bath an extra 50% off. Going on now at Macy's. Way to shop.
Compare the Audi A4 Special Edition package with the competition. With a turbocharged engine, race-inspired suspension, and available Quattro all-wheel drive technology. Plus special edition features including rear spoiler, glass sunroof, leather-trimmed interior, and 17-inch sport alloy wheels. With such an exceptional value, it's easy to see why the competition's out of the picture. Visit your Audi dealer today and compare for yourself.
On my first day at Weight Watchers, my meeting leader didn't just ask how much weight I wanted to lose. We talked about what I really wanted, more energy.
Now it's easier to make the positive changes you want with Weight Watchers' new turnaround program. There's a choice of 2 plans, our flexible points plan or our new no counting plan. Discover what works best for you. Call, click, or stop by now while registration's free. Turn to Weight Watchers
And watch yourself change.
It's almost over. Kia's year-end sales event. Just a few days left to get great deals on a new Kia, like 0% financing. Time's running out for $2,000 cash back on Sorrento. Or $3,000 cash back on Sedona. Kia's year-end sales event. There's no better time to get a Kia. And right now, get even more cash back. Visit your New York, New Jersey, and Fairfield County Kia retailer today.
Marvell is in for Scott Clark, and welcome back, Tino, huh?
Oh, yeah, fan favorite, back in the thick. Well, while we await the commissioner's approval of the Randy Johnson trade, expected to be sometime next week, the Yankees did announce one big deal today. Free agent first baseman Tino Martinez is headed back to the Bronx. Today, Tino signed a one-year deal with the Yankees, with whom he won 4 World Series titles with.
It's where I wanted to be. It's where I want to finish my career. And obviously a place that has a great chance to win a World Series again. So there was just so many positives about playing for the Yankees.
Welcome back, Tino. And on to college football tonight. Time to go bowling to Atlanta, where 14th-ranked Miami collided with Florida in the Peach Bowl. The Hurricanes dominated this one, scoring twice on special teams, once off a blocked punt, and this one a speedy return by Roscoe Parrish, 72 yards to pay dirt. Miami goes on to rout the Gators 27-10. Well, we're getting set for a big weekend of NFL football. The Jets will be fighting for their playoff lives when they visit the St. Louis Rams. As for the Giants, they'll close out the season hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And you can catch that game right here on Channel 7. Coverage starts at 8 o'clock with our pregame show, Countdown to Kickoff. And finally, a look back at the year at sports. The best plays, biggest scandals, and the most memorable moments of 2004. We begin with number 10. It's the big freeze, the NHL lockout. The owners want a salary cap, the players don't. So while they try to work things out, it's the fans who suffer. On to number 9. It's our catch of the year. Yankees captain Derek Jeter snags the honor with this grab against the Red Sox.
Jeter on the run, makes the play, and flies into the stands.
Wow. At number 8, a masterful performance. Phil Mickelson finally breaks through and wins a major. And he does it on the grandest stage in golf, the Masters.
Is it his time?
On to number 7, it's the blockbuster deal of the year. The Yankees shocked the baseball world by bringing Alex Rodriguez to the Bronx. Now to number 6, it's the big unit. Soon to be a Yankee, but for now, Randy Johnson gets our perfect performance of the year, tossing just the 17th perfect game in baseball history. We're halfway home at number 5. The Tour de Lance continues. American cyclist Lance Armstrong won his record-breaking 6th straight Tour de France. The legend rolls on. At number 4, super scandal at the Super Bowl as Janet Jackson suffers the wardrobe malfunction seen around the world during the halftime show at Super Bowl 38. At number 3, 5 little letters tell this story, BALCO. The Balco steroid scandal has rocked the sporting world. Accusations, admissions, and one big mess for Major League Baseball. On to number 2, ugliness in the NBA. The brawl between the Pacers and Pistons will go down as one of the worst moments in basketball history. Finally, at number 1, the curse is over. Sorry, Yankees fans. First, the Red Sox come back to beat the Bombers after being on the brink of elimination in the ALCS. Then they go on to sweep the Cardinals, win the World Series, and finally put to rest the curse of the Bambino. All right, and that closes out a very memorable year. I'm Marvell Scott, and that's your sports, so let's hope 2005 is just as exciting, and I'm sure it will be.
You bet. Thanks, Marvell. Happy New Year. And we'll be right back.
We wish you a happy Honda day. We wish you a happy Honda day. We wish you a happy Honda day forever.
It's Happy Honda Days, and people are singing its praises. Get a great deal on an all-new Odyssey, as well as the reliable Civic, the functional CR-V, or the well-equipped Accord. And now, you can lease an Accord LX sedan for $219 a month, or get impressively low APR financing for a limited time. Make your holiday wishes come true during Happy Honda Days.
Honda Day.
Times Square has been home to some of Broadway's greatest shows, known as the entertainment capital of the world. Even in the early 1900s, many flocked to see their favorite stars perform live on stage. Toyota and Weight Watchers celebrate the 100th anniversary of Times Square.
You know, I don't mind listening to your problems. I don't mind the hours or the cleanup. But I do mind being around something that I know causes heart attacks. And that's what secondhand smoke does. So I like this new law. Hey, I need my heart, so I can lend it to all of you guys.
This week, Mark and Jen made a resolution to get a better handle on their money in the coming year. So they're going to Wachovia for a free financial checkup. And this time next year, the kids will be getting some really exciting books as presents. Come in today for your free financial checkup. Wachovia.
It's big, it's here, and it's better than ever. Toyotathon 05. This once-a-year event is on, with a big selection and great values on your favorite Toyota cars. Like a brand new 2005 Corolla. Drive off with one of your own and $500 cash back in your pocket. Or take advantage of 1.9% financing. Or lease an 05 Corolla for just $169 a month for 36 months. Toyotathon 05. Quality, selection, value. Now that's moving you forward.
25 minutes left to go before the ball drops. Colin Powell pushing the button. The crystal ball will drop down 77 feet. About 1 million people in Times Square, 52-degree weather, all of them hoping for a healthy and safe and happy and prosperous New Year. And we wish that for you as well. Regis Philbin and Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve show comes up right after that. For all of us here at Channel 7, a very, very happy New Year.